All right, Keslie's practice YouTube video. Here we go. I want you to do the spider all the way up to there, and then next string, and then next string at your own speed. All right, so now you could turn off this video, press pause, and you can practice your spider. Okay? Another thing I want you to do is make sure that your left arm is turned slightly inwards like this, so it's not coming straight, what's the word for it, perpendicular to the neck. You're kind of coming in at this. Let your elbow and your wrist turn to the side, kind of, so that then you put your thumb on the back of this. See my thumb? And I want you to just slide your fingers up and down like this. Okay, this is a little pivot exercise. Now you can turn off the video and do that for a couple minutes. You don't have to do that for longer than a couple minutes. It's just to kind of get the idea of sliding without moving that thumb all over the place, right? This is for the future. All right? And then the chords that we learned, E minor. And then put the index finger down on the third string, first fret. E. And then move all those fingers each down one string. And then we're going to pick the third, that's A minor. And then we're going to pick this finger up and put it on the fifth string. And then notice I'm getting that little pivot that kind of like we just had an exercise on. And my fingernails are pointing at a 45-degree angle. They're not all straight like this, okay? They are going like this. That'll help you reach up to that third fret that I saw you kind of struggling with. All right? Then you're going to go to that new G chord I want you to do from this C before you go back to the D chord, okay? Because you're already here. All right? So now I'm going to take this third finger and move it from the fifth string to the sixth string. I'm going to take this second finger and move it from the fourth string to the fifth string. So I still have this same shape here that I had here, but it's up here on the bottom two strings. And now my little finger is right here. I'm just going to set it down on the first string, third fret. And it sounds like this. Okay? And that's a chord I want you to practice a lot this week. That's the key of the song that you want to learn. It's in the key of G. This is a G chord. Okay? Then we're going to go to this D, where we kind of start with the first and second finger right up behind the second fret on the third and first string. Then we have that string in the middle. The second string has not got anything on it. We're going to take our third finger and set it down on the second string, third fret. And when you practice all these chords, I want you to practice that. Release the pressure, then pull the pressure in. Then release the pressure, and what that becomes is this muscle right here gets that feeling of squeezing where the muscle's supposed to come from when you do chords. Right? Or even single notes, it doesn't matter. This is the guitar muscle right here. Okay? And I guess I should probably find out what the real name of that guy is, huh? Alright. And any bodybuilders in the audience? Alright. And so that is that part. Now I want you to practice your chords. After you look at that part of the video, press pause. And I want you to run through all your chords. And then I want you to put, last of all, and this is so that we can play this song, I want you to put the E minor, which is the easiest one, on. And I want you to take your right hand with your pick and just strum down up like this. Then we do some strumming. Get a little bit of strumming. And so what this right hand should feel like when it kind of gets going, it's kind of like if you had water on it, or You know, I jokingly say sometimes if there's a booger on your hand, you try to get it off, right? Or if there was water on your hand, you try to flick it off, right? So when you flick, you kind of do it with your wrist, don't you? So that's what it is. That way you don't have to be stiff like this. Right? You can kind of flick that wrist. And the reason I'm leaving this one chord on here, so I don't have to think about it. I can think about my right hand.